Okay, if you're in the SAP world, you have definitely heard these two names thrown around. Grow and Rise. They sound kind of similar, right? But believe me, they represent two totally different ways of thinking about digital transformation. It's a huge point of confusion for a lot of people, but don't worry, we're about to make it super clear. So, I want you to think of it like this. You're at a crossroads. Your destination is a modern, cloud-based ERP. The big question is, which road do you take? Are you going to hop on the Grow Expressway, the one that's built for pure speed and efficiency? Or do you need the Rise all-terrain route, the one for people who need the power and flexibility to go anywhere and conquer any obstacle? Which path is right for your journey? Well, let's hit the road and find out. First up, let's hit that expressway. GROW with SAP is all about one thing, getting you to your destination. A shiny new cloud-based ERP as fast and as smoothly as humanly possible. So what is Grow, really? At its heart, it's a pure cloud-native solution. It's built on S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition. Now, the two words you've got to remember here are rapid and standardized. This is SAP's big strategic play for the mid-market, going head-to-head with other cloud-native ERPs. See, this isn't about reinventing the wheel. It's about getting into the fastest lane by using pre-built best practices, so you can go live like yesterday. So how does it all work? Well, the whole philosophy is fit to standard. That means you adapt your business processes to how SAP says is best, not the other way around. And to make sure you stick to the plan, they limit your backend access. You use these things called SSUIs, self-service configuration UIs, which are basically a menu of pre-approved settings you can tweak. And that old-school ABAP coding? Nope, that's out. Any extra stuff you need has to be built using modern, cloud-native tools like Fiori or the Business Technology Platform. So, who is this actually for? Well, it's pretty much perfect for companies that are all in on a clean core, cloud-first mindset. And for you professionals out there, it's an amazing path for new consultants who want to get up to speed on the latest cloud tools and land those fast-track roles. Okay, time to get off the smooth pavement of the expressway. If Grow is that sleek sports car, then Rise with SAP, well, that's the powerful, custom-built 4x4 ready to tackle any kind of terrain you can throw at it. The heart of Rise can really be summed up in just one word: flexibility. This is SAP's big answer for its massive existing enterprise customers. It's a whole package deal that lets you run S4H on it in a private cloud or even on your own servers. And that opens the door for the kind of deep, specific customization that huge, complex organizations absolutely have to have. And this is where you see the real power difference. With Rise, they basically hand you the keys to the entire workshop. You get full access to the IMG, that's the system's central control panel. You can dive as deep as you want into the backend with classic SCP tools like ABAP code and Beatties, which are like hooks for custom add-ons. This is for when fit to standard just isn't going to cut it, and you need to build something totally unique. So yeah, this path is for the seasoned pros. We're talking senior consultants, solution architects, the people who love getting their hands dirty with really deep technical challenges. It's the go-to for big companies tackling massive transformations, especially that huge one, moving from the classic SAP ECC system. All right, so we've looked at both roads individually. Now let's do the fun part. Let's put them head-to-head to really see where they shine and where they differ. Okay, let's just break this down. Look at philosophy. Grow is all about being cloud native and fitting to a standard. Rise, complete flexibility, custom build all the way. Configuration, with Grow, you have limited backend access, kind of like guardrails. With Rise, you get the whole toolbox, full IMG and ABAP. And this directly changes the ideal project, right? Rapid deployments for Grow versus those huge, complex transformations for Rise. And last, think about your career. Grow is going to point you toward those fast-track cloud-native jobs, while Rise is the path for deep, technical architecture work. Let's make this personal for a second. How do you choose? Well, you should probably go down the Grow path if you're newer to the SAP world, if you love playing with the latest cloud tools, and you want to be on those fast, agile, clean core projects. But you're going to choose the Rise path if you're a seasoned expert, if you need that deep technical exposure to solve really tough problems, and if you're working on those massive large-scale transformations, especially from legacy systems like ECC. So after all that, how do you actually make the choice? How do you pick your path? Well, it really all comes down to understanding your specific goals and your specific situation. And this right here is probably the most important thing to take away from all of this. One of these is not better than the other. Grow isn't just SAP Lite, and Rise isn't old-fashioned. They are two different, really powerful tools that were designed for different jobs. The real question is about finding the right fit for the project, for the company, and of course, for your career.
So I'll leave you with this one big question to think about. What is your ultimate goal here? Are you sprinting to get immediate value with a standardized best practice solution? Or are you gearing up for a long-term journey to build a deeply tailored...
For more videos, please like, share and subscribe the channel SAP Gyan.